Former U.S. ambassador has a message for all Nigerians. He said Nigerians will break up soon if care is not taken. This one, they come from somebody who get many years experience in the world of counterterrorism and diplomacy. When you pay attention to what this man they talk. He talk and say Nigeria is now at critical stage due to what they happen for Nigeria. Before we explain the things we talk in details, more here, this one Riley Moore. Riley Moore already talk and say, what did they happen for Nigeria? So now genocide, and they call to make America act. Riley Moore now member of American Congress, where they say in get the ear of Trump. As he talk this one finish, former mayor of Bianco for Texas, he talk and say, Jagaban will go life in prison or they go buy him because of the things where they happen under a watch where he not take action to stop. As he told that one finish, now IPOB leaders where they Yankee come talk and say, yes, at least the Americans say they don't expose what they happen for Nigeria, the systemic killing. Say their own be say they get information, say the Fulani leaders, say they get plan to wipe up all the Christians within Nigeria. Say all this all they talk, so say people just they say kill it. Say now their plan be that. As they talk that one finish, now former chief of army staff Brutal, he come talk and say the people where they give, where they fund these terrorists, say Nigerian government, they know them, but they know why they not feel release their name. That was shock people. So Jagaban know people where they give fund terrorists, where they buy people. I know feel release her. Then because they say, let's say that when they talk say Jagaban and the Buhari and they sign an agreement with some people, but they say that when they fight Jonathan, say if you don't release the election, if you don't hand over, we go treat you less. Say bless, say something they happen when they don't tell Nigeria. And they told this one so, and they talk say Aliu Ondume talk and say, look, the terrorists way they operate for Northeast, say they get more sophisticated weapon than Nigerian army. He say the way things they go now, very soon, you just hear say the whole of Northeast, where get 6 states, say you hear say Boko Haram Republic, they don't declare Boko Haram Republic, not from Nigeria. Now from there, now they enter other part of Nigeria. Now they talk and say, the blessing are true. After all, Gani Adam, the Anokoko of Yoruba land, talk and recently say, terrorists, they don't enter bush now, they don't enter bush, because all this way first start to one village, it don't spread other part of Nigeria, small. More look more into waiting this ambassador talk. He talk and say, look, Nigeria is at breaking point due to waiting they happen for Nigeria. He can say the continued buying for Nigeria may trigger a violent national breakup of Nigeria. He say violent breakup. I know say some people will say, may Nigeria break up, we'll go Yoruba Republic, Oduduwa Republic, Benin Republic. He say violent breakup. Now, Sudan is the closest case study to Nigeria. North Muslims, South Christians. When the South decided they wanted to leave Sudan, the North say no. It took them more than 22 years, civil war, and they lost more than 13 million people. That is why they say violent breakup of the country. It can't describe what did happen for Nigeria now is extremely dangerous. Nigeria is one of the most dangerous places for minority Christians and moderate Muslims, according to a recent study done by the Guardian newspaper shows that around the world, the people where they die due to terrorism-related killing, it dey fall. But for Nigeria, it dey rise. Their study shows that killings in Nigeria is higher than Pakistan, Burkina Faso, Niger, and even Somalia, where we say that they fight war. More people they buy for Nigeria than Somalia, according to the Guardian's founding. As they talk down and finish, and they say the last 15 years, Nigeria Army and other defense agencies, they don't spend 32.8 trillion. And they don't take fight all these Boko Haram for 15 years. For the same 15 years, money where Nigeria don't spend for health and education is less than 7 trillion. for two agencies, the two most important agency, health and education. For 15 years, we have spent less than 7 trillion. And we have spent one agency, defense, we have spent 32.8 trillion. People talk and say, so men, they make money for this terrorism war now. They praise, business good, oh, make it no end. Because despite the fact people they buy, that they make money, they don't want to make it end. But no look more into what the ambassador talk. He said, urgent call to Jagaban to stop the killing or risk a national collapse of Nigeria under your word. He emphasized the responsibility to protect Nigerians. Black man don't finish. Now, outsider, can they tell our government to fulfill the primary responsibility to citizens, which they swear oath to protect the constitution, which is protection of life and property. Now, outsider, can they tell they say, me they do now. He say, look, Nigeria, what is happening in Nigeria has crossed sustainability limit. It means say, they not feel sustain them again. Now, only one way it will go, except something happen. It can describe, say, look, waiting they happen for Nigeria. The primary victims are the Christians and moderate Muslims. They are the target. It can frame the crisis as a broad insecurity, not just religion, and the risk of deepening into sectarian war. Sectarian war. Now be what happened for Lebanon a few years ago. Lebanon, Christian and Muslim, they went, this difference said between the Shia and the Christians, they went into war. That war, it take them more than 30 years. That is why you can see Lebanese from Nigeria. Now that war now pushed a lot of them around the world. They buy a lot of people. That is why they tell Nigeria, say, may we not go sectarian war, because if we go sectarian war, like what it happened for Lebanon, and we say, man, forget more Nigeria, it don't finish. Now, more can look other things where in talk and say, look, the continued inaction of the government may lead to widespread bloodshed and potential transition from insecurity to national fragmentation of Nigeria. It can want look, it highlights multi-year unresolved crisis. Now let us look at some of the reasons why this war against Boko Haram if it not finished. Number one, politics. The National Security Advisor in the United Kingdom, Jonathan Poy, has more than 30 years experience in the world of counter-terrorism diplomacy. This is one of the architects of the Northern Ireland Peace Accord, which brought peace to Northern Ireland. Is a man who is highly respected. Compare him to Ribadu. Ribadu, what does Ribadu have on his CV? He's a policeman. He left the police in a controversial circumstances. After that, nobody heard of Ribadu after that. You've never heard of Ribadu writing speech. He didn't go back to university to study counterterrorism or become a lecturer in the world of counterterrorism. All of a sudden, he was given this post. Most people believe that Ribadu is out of his depth. If you know where now, you go meet mechanic, make it give you injection. Mechanic, make it take your blood pressure. Make it treat you. If you buy, nobody go there surprised, because the mechanic doesn't have the experience, doesn't have the qualification for what you're asking him to do. Let us now also look at the case of the number 2 man in the Ministry of Defense, Matawalle. Matawalle has qualification as a teacher. He's a teacher. That's what he has qualification. If Matawalle come from Southwest or the southern part of Nigeria, if or not they, we are in this. So now you give this man the number 2 man in defense, a man who has links, been accused of having links to bandit, another group, and you can't survive. And lastly, when Mr. A becomes the president of the country, the first thing they will do, all the service chiefs and the security apparatus, they stack them with people from their ethnic group. And the more experienced and senior officers, they'll be forced to retire because They cannot be serving under their junior. So we've lost some of the brightest minds in our security architect due to tribalism, religion sentiment, that as long as we continue to prioritize tribe, religion, ethnicity over competence, merit, it will never start. This Boko Haram will never start. It will consume all of us because we are not doing what we are supposed to do. And lastly, you cannot protect what you do not love. Most Nigerians do not believe in Nigeria. Tinubu was quoted as saying that he doesn't believe in one Nigeria. How can you die for something that you do not believe? You know, if it buy for people place their loyalty to their tribe, religion, ethnicity. That is one of the main reasons why we cannot come together as a nation to fight this Boko Haram and defeat it once and for all. Let us look at the implication. If something not change, what will happen? Number one, violent fragmentation of Nigeria. There's no winner. Fragmentation means say you might end up having more than 100 countries. You have the Oduduwa Republic. The Ilajes might not want to be there. Then how do you draw the border? That one will lead to different war. Also, increased tension and religious polarization. Decline in investment. You go invest for a country where they rate as the fourth deadliest place on earth to live. Nobody will go invest there. When you can't look at the problem of insecurity, corruption, lack of electricity, lack of road, the only person will say, you're not serious. Now you can't invest that kind of place. Expansion of terrorist and bandit network. Humanitarian crisis from displacement to death. If this thing keep continue like this, social cohesion, we may be heading for sectarian conference, which has one outcome. It's not good for anybody. Now let us now look at the views of our fellow Nigerians online. May not forget to like, share, and subscribe. May support what they try to do. Number one, this Isaac said, this is quite alarming. Sam Brownback, a former U.S. ambassador from International Religious Freedom, is openly warning that Nigeria could violently break apart if the government does not stop the targeted killings of Christians and moderate Muslims. It is talking how he described Nigeria as potentially the deadliest places in the world for Christians right now, especially those grim statistics from the Hume angle showing hundreds killed and abducted in February 2026. I am just genuinely curious. Why does it seem like Nigerian government has been so slow or unwilling to treat this as the national emergency it clearly is? With so many voices now openly calling for dissolution or Biafra on the back of this, does anyone see a peaceful path forward? Or is this country truly heading towards a breaking point? Kazim say, after watching the military saying that terrorists should be forgiven after making a lot of military personnel, family orphans and widows, say a lot. The annoying part of it is that the bandits are not even showing any sign of remorse, or they are just making demand. I would recommend President Trump and the ID, Israeli defense, to help Nigeria eliminate these terrorists, since our military is incapable of doing the needful. Say you believe, say Nigeria go break. If Nigeria break, say you go they happy. And why you think, say, Jagaban, they get the names of this finance terror, but they don't want release them, they don't want to arrest them. They can hear with your view, based on a matter of life and death. But you don't forget to support what we try to do by liking, sharing, and subscribe to this channel. God bless you and bring peace to Nigeria.